Thank you for giving us time. I attend the second wave session. It's very interesting. Yeah, and you are so lively, energized, and things.
Thank you.
Basically, I would like to steal your times for share it maybe in YouTube so everybody could learn more.
Sure.
About basically only few things. First is the second wave, and relate to the spiritual. I know that you are also into the spiritual aspects, and then lastly about what you are doing right now, what your programs and things. So you could tell us about that also, right?
Sure.
So let's start with the second wave. How do you see the prospect or the future of positive psychology right now?
Right. So first of all, in a nutshell, the second wave positive psychology is inviting us to integrate life's challenges and difficulties and pain into our positive psychology work. And this is important because when we think about positive psychology, we think about positive emotions, about feeling good, and a lot of people will then reject challenges and difficulties and pain as part of that kind of work, because this is not what we're supposed to do in positive psychology. But that's obviously not the case, and we as many of us know, frequently our challenges and our difficulties turn into a positive transformation. So they become a platform for positive change if we allow ourselves to do the work with those difficulties. So it's important for us to be able to embrace those, to work with them. This is kind of in a nutshell what we're doing as part of second wave. I think that if you're asking about what really interests me personally, I feel that spirituality is a huge piece in that journey. And spirituality is almost like a mothership under which you find meaning and mindfulness. So a lot of very popular topics in positive psychology are actually the children of spirituality. So it's very interesting because spirituality is usually this topic that we don't. Some people find the concept of spirituality difficult to digest, but in reality, meaning and mindfulness, which are so central to positive psychology, they come from spirituality. A deepening meaning in life is something that spirituality is central for. The spiritual journey is offering us reorganization of our own relationship with meaning and purpose. It offers deeper meaning and deeper purpose, and that's a wonderful aspect. And obviously mindfulness is part of that spiritual practice for many people. And so there's this very interesting piece here around the challenges that are part of the spiritual journey, and that's how it links to second wave positive psychology, because when I choose to jump into the rabbit hole and go into my spiritual journey, I frequently come in touch with myself. I start seeing myself. I learn more about myself, and it's very meaningful. It is frequently difficult. One of the greatest difficulties we have in life is to see ourselves fully as we are. No layers, no games, no avoidance, just pure, true, actual observation of ourselves. And so I think there's this very interesting link between spirituality and positive psychology and second wave.
Okay. So what do you think of the response of the positive psychology community to the second wave? Is it easily integrate, or?
I think it takes time. I'm glad to say that now all MAP programs, all the Masters in Applied Positive Psychology programs all over the world teach second wave positive psychology now.
Oh, I see.
In some way.
To
some degree.
Okay.
And so I think this is important, because what it means is that the future positive psychologists will have the knowledge and experience of second wave positive psychology. It's integrated into their education. It's integrated into their approach to the field. and I get a lot of responses both from colleagues and from students saying that it inspires them. Second wave positive psychology, it deepens their experience of positive psychology. So I think it's growing well, and I really want to highlight an important point.
Okay.
I don't really care about second wave positive psychology as much as I care about the fact that positive psychology needs to incorporate life's challenges into the way that. So if it does that, we don't need to use the words. We don't need to use the word second wave.
Yeah, we don't need to name it.
Exactly, we don't need to name it. We just need to make sure that it's integrated into the way we work.
We name it because it is easily to understand. That's what's the difference between the main current now and then. Okay. So regarding the spirituality, do you think that's the research here in positive psychology already go into that direction on the spirituality, or it is something that still intuitively part of the positive psychology study?
Well, I think it is there. I mean, first of all, obviously, spirituality is it's a whole section within strengths. So character strengths incorporate spirituality and embrace spirituality. So it's there. And as I said earlier, meaning and mindfulness, which are two prominent topics in positive psychology, they come from spirituality. But I think there's a lot of work to do. This is something I'm passionate about, and I'd like to find a way to invest more time in.
Okay, good. So now about what you do now. I heard that you moved now to the new university. So can you tell about?
I'm now a professor at a university in Boulder, in Colorado. It's called Naropa University. We teach mindfulness-based curriculum. So it's very interesting. It's a unique university. It's a spiritual university.
Under faculty, psychology faculty, or
I teach as part of a course titled Mindfulness-Based Transpersonal Counseling. So we teach counseling students how to become therapists. But it's done in the context of transpersonal and mindfulness. So that's the kind of the university side of things, and I also have a school that I've started. It's called.
So I just show the school.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have the online?
Yes, it's an online school.
So can you tell us about the online?
Sure. It's called the School of Positive Transformation. We offer a variety of courses, applied courses, to enable people to move into personal transformation and also offering transformation for others. So for example, we have a meditation and mindfulness teacher training. We train people to become mindfulness teachers, and we have our most prominent courses called the Positive Psychology Practitioner Certificate, and it's a 12-month course, a full year, and each month a different central positive psychologist is teaching. Barbara Fredrickson is teaching positive emotions, and Ryan Nimick is teaching strengths, and Mike Stigri is teaching meaning. We have a variety of wonderful teachers, and
basically the top person in each field, right?
Exactly. So the top person in each field in positive psychology is teaching in this course. And when you graduate, when you complete the course, you are a certified positive psychology practitioner. You can use. We offer a lot of PPIs, positive psychology interventions. You can use those for whatever professional avenue you're interested with.
Okay, lastly, how do people find you
Right, so if you search for School of Positive Transformation, then you can contact me through the school. You can see our courses, and I'll be happy to hear from you.
Okay, thank you very much, Itai, for your time.
Cool, thank you.
Bye-bye.